Hello my loves, welcome to part 2 of the pencil skirt tutorial. In my previous video, I showed you all how to draft and cut a pencil skirt pattern, and in this video we'll be putting the pieces together to make our beautiful pencil skirt. So if you have not watched the drafting and cutting video, go ahead to do that first. So I've gone ahead to cut my lining piece, alright, just as I cut my fabric. The only difference between my lining and my fabric is that I took out 1 inch from my lining because I don't want my lining to show underneath the skirt. This is a very important step. I've also gone ahead to transfer my darts from my pattern to my lining piece. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do that as we go along. So I've gone ahead to cut my lining pieces for my back skirt pattern. Remember that you're cutting 2 pieces for your back. I would also transfer my darts from my pattern to my lining pieces, and I've also taken out 1 inch from my lining just as I did for the front skirt pattern. Let me show you one way to transfer your darts from your pattern to your fabric. First, go ahead to mark the dart legs on your fabric just as you see me do. Just the way it is on the pattern, go ahead to mark it on your fabric, and then take a pin and just insert it at that pointed region where the 3 dart legs meet. Alright, so pass a pin through your pattern paper and through your fabric. After that, take out all the pins that you use to stabilize your pattern with your fabric, and then flip your pattern over this way. You see the point at which the pin punctures your fabric. Go ahead to make a demarcation with your chalk at that point, and then turn it over to the back. You would also see where the pin is coming out. Go ahead to also mark that point as well. So take out the pins and the pattern, and then use your ruler to join the points that we have marked together. This is one easy way to transfer your dart from your pattern to your fabric. So go ahead to do the same for the other side and then for your back pattern. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead to sew all my darts, both on my fabric and on my lining. Alright, I'll sew all my darts for the front piece and for my back pieces. So go ahead to sew in all your darts. So I'm done doing that, and I've given it a good press, and you can see how flat and neat it looks. Place the right side of my lining on the right side of my fabric, and I would make sure the edge aligns just as you can see, and then I'll pin the center of the fabric to the center of the lining. I would also pin the edges so that it doesn't move, and I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'll go ahead to sew a straight line. Now I'm done doing that, as you can see. So watch carefully so you can see what I do next. So now I'll go ahead to pull the lining such that it is equal to the fabric. Okay, you can see what I'm doing, and I'll go ahead to make sure that the lining is equal to the fabric at the upper part. So now I'll go ahead to pin it down so that it doesn't move, and then I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'll go ahead to sew both sides. Now you repeat the same process for the back pieces. So I'm done, and I've given it a good press, and you can see how neat and beautiful this is looking. Okay, so this is my front piece, these are my back pieces, and you can see how neat and beautiful it is also looking. That's why it's very important to iron as you sew, okay, so that your work can be neat and professional. So the next thing I'll do is to just place my 2 back pieces on themselves, and I'll pin it down just as you see me do. And then I'll go ahead to mark my zipper allowance. Because this skirt is going to have a slit, I'll come up by 5 inches for my slit. This is dependent on you. If you want your slit to be longer, you can go higher, but for me 5 inches is okay. And I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'll sew from the beginning to the point where my slit will be starting. So I'm done sewing, and I'll give it a good press. Okay, I would iron it, both the right side and the wrong side. I'll give it a good press, and then at the slit area I'll use my hemming gum to hold it down just as you see me do, so that it lays flat at the slit area. I'll do the same for the other side and I would iron it down. After that, I'll place the right side of my back piece on the right side of my front piece, and I'll make sure that the center aligns. Make sure the center of your back piece and the center of your front piece aligns. And then I'll go ahead to arrange the pieces on each other neatly, and then I'll pin it down so that it doesn't move. Okay, take your time to arrange it neatly and then pin it down so that it doesn't move. Pinning is very important at this point. My loves, if you have gotten to this point, please support the channel by liking this video, leave a comment, and also share this video. It tells YouTube that someone is actually benefiting from this video, and then YouTube will push this video to more people. Thank you so much. Now that I'm done pinning, I'll go ahead to shape my skirt, and then I'll mark out my sewing allowance. I'll do the same on the other side, and now I'll take it to my sewing machine and I'll go ahead to sew it down. Now I'm done shaping my skirt and I've given it a good press, and you can see how it looks. The next thing now is to determine how long I want my zipper to be. Remember that I'm adding a band to this skirt. That's why I'm putting my tape roll at 1.5. So I would mark where I want my zipper to get to. I'll be using 8 inches. So I'll go ahead to lose my zipper allowance up to that 8 inches, and I'll go ahead to back stitch at that 8 inches so that my stitches don't get loosened easily. Okay, so I've done that. So go ahead to take the measurement you have at the waist circumference, because that's what we'll be using to cut out our waistband. So I have a total of 31 inches. So I will add extra 3 inches to 31 inches. So the band I will be cutting will be 34 inches, because it's better for your band to be too long than for it to be too short. The width of my band is 2 inches. I'm going to sew half of an inch. So at the end of the day, I'll be left with 1.5 inches for the width of my band. Don't forget that this band is cut on fold. So I'll go ahead to iron my paper stay on one side of my band. If you want, you can put it on both sides of your band. I just want to put mine on one side of my band. So I'll go ahead to iron my interfacing, which is my paper stay, my soft paper stay on my band. This is the wrong side of my band. Okay, so I'll go ahead to fold it and then I'll iron it also. Ironing is very important at this point. I'll go ahead to cut out any excess interfacing I have. So the next thing I'll do is I'll go ahead to fold in half of an inch. Watch closely so you can see what I'm doing. I'll fold in half of an inch and I would give it a good press, just as you see me do. And then I'll go ahead to iron again so that all that I've pressed will stay in place. So now I'm done ironing, and you can see what I have, that one side is longer than the other. So let's go ahead to fix the waistband. First thing I'm going to do is to get the midpoint of my band. So I'm going to fold my band into 2 equal halves, and I'm going to get the midpoint and I'm going to notch the midpoint. So after that, I'm going to get the midpoint of my skirt too, and I'm going to place the midpoint of my band to the center front of my skirt. Make sure the centers align, and then I'm going to pin it all round. So if you have gotten to this point, well done, you are doing well. Type band in the comment section so that I know those who are with me till this point. All right, so go ahead to pin it down all through, and then let's take this to the sewing machine. Let me show you how to attach your waistband perfectly. You can see the excess I have at the beginning of my band. You can see that extra I have, about 1 inch. That is very important. That is why I added extra inches to my band. Okay, remember that we have pinned one part of the band to the skirt, so we'll go ahead to sew that part down all through to the end, just as you see me do. So now that I'm done with one part, you can see what we have. So the next thing is to sew the edge. So go ahead to turn your band over just as you are watching me do, and then sew it down. We are going to do the same for the other edge too. Alright, so now that I'm done sewing, I'll go ahead to cut off the excess, and when I turn it over, you can see what we have. I'll use my scissors so that the pointed edge can be brought out neatly, and then I'll go ahead to sew it down on my skirt neatly. Make sure you are sewing at the edge of the band. Okay, you arrange your band and you make sure you are sewing at the edge of your band. Take your time at this point, there is no rush, and then go ahead to sew it down to the end. We are done sewing the band, and you can see how relaxed, perfect and flat our band is looking. So make sure yours is looking this way when you are done. Now the next thing is for us to attach our zipper to the skirt. So now we are done, and look at how lovely our basic skirt looks. Look at how neat, look at how flat it looks. So go ahead to make yours and tag me on Instagram. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.